We've talked about the Sovereign Bulblax many times on this channel, but I don't think we've ever discussed how to defeat him, so without further ado, the Sovereign Bulblax is back in Pikmin 4, and he's much more of a threat because unlike Pikmin 1, he moves! Mr. Lax has 4 moves: a lick attack that can be used as a parry if you throw Pikmin while he's doing it, a jump to get your Pikmin off of him, a roar that causes fear, and a super jump that creates falling rocks on impact. Yikes. Make sure to time your throws so he doesn't... You know what? This was gonna be a short, but I'm sorry. This boss is actually a lot. I mean in the sense that he has so much going on to just explain in 1 minute. So, if you're still with me, let's change the resolution and get back to it, shall we? Again, his moves are a lick that can parry, a little jump to brush off Pikmin, a roar that can cause fear, and a super jump stomp rump bump rough tough scruff. Try saying that 3 times fast. I personally believe this boss is the second hardest boss in the game, strictly due to how much variety this boss has, because he counters you greatly. I'll explain later. Let's go over how to counter each move, shall we? For the lick, just be patient. Wait for the lick animation to finish, then throw Pikmin at his face, which is his only weak point. Make sure not to spam the throw button, for if you're still throwing Pikmin when he does his little jump to shake off Pikmin, they will get crushed. This is also why I don't recommend purple Pikmin in this battle. Naturally, purple Pikmin are optimal and they do the most amount of damage to the boss with their impact damage and times 1.5 multiplier damage. Correction. I don't recommend purple Pikmin if you're not confident in your spacing. Since purple Pikmin don't go as far when thrown, if you're not on Ochi, it will be harder for them to reach his face. Speaking of which, the question then becomes, shouldn't you be on Ochi to begin with in this entire battle? This is where Mr. Lax counters you greatly. For his other move being the roar that causes fear. As mentioned in my other shorts, roar can be countered by a well-timed whistle or with the idler's alert. I still prefer the whistle parry for it calls back both your Pikmin and Ochi. There's just one problem. When Ochi is feared, you fall off of Ochi and get stunned for a couple of seconds, meaning Mr. Lax has an opening to attack you, and the roar comes out too quick to get off of Ochi and prepare. But if you are off of Ochi, it's harder to fight the boss in general because you kinda need to always be moving. And believe it or not, I love this because it shows how well the Sovereign Bulblax is designed. But I digress. You could use the idler's alert while on Ochi, so your Pikmin will get feared but immediately go to the idler's alert. You just gotta go ahead and grab the Pikmin and track down Ochi. If you're able to do that, then you can still kind of counter the roar. Now, the Sovereign Bulblax's next move is where everything goes wrong. The super jump is a 2-stage attack. Mr. Lax will crash down, and then falling rocks quickly follow. Both the jump and the rocks track where the player is, not at the same time, but separately. So even though Mr. Lax lands in one spot, the boulders are willing to travel across the map if that's your current location once he lands. So my recommendation is to get on Ochi and move out of the way once Mr. Lax jumps. Once he lands, stay still until you see the shadow of the boulders and move yet again. If you don't want to risk this, you could always just keep moving and never turn back. Now let's discuss the Pikmin loadouts. If you're confident in your throws, I'd say 20 ice Pikmin and as many purple Pikmin as you got. Focus on freezing Mr. Lax and then spam your purple Pikmin. Be warned that once Mr. Lax thaws out, he almost always retaliates with a roar or super jump. If you value your purples too much and are not confident in your spacing when it comes to throws, use red and ice Pikmin. It will take longer, but reds are more expendable and still have the 1.5 times damage multiplier that the purples have. Now there are other things to note. If he eats an ice blast, he'll instantly freeze or get stunned when eating a bomb rock. This one's a little niche, but when crushed by any of his attacks while on Ochi, it doesn't seem to kill the Pikmin for some reason. I wouldn't trust this to use it in the actual battle, for I think it is just a bug. And with that, I have one more request from me to you through and through. I want all of you to wait. I almost forgot. I told you how to beat the boss. Not how to cheese the boss. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lax can be cheesed. For this cheese to work, I recommend 20 ice Pikmin and 80 rock Pikmin. begin. Start by feeding Mr. Lax a tasty little bomb rock. Once fed, get on Ochi with your Pikmin and get ready. Once he's stunned, spam all 20 of your ice Pikmin and wait for him to freeze. Once frozen, prepare Ochi and go for the, and say it with me now, the one rock shot lock. Once done, quickly call all your Pikmin back and use the one rock shot lock one more time. Even though he's thawed out at this point, it should be enough to take this beefy boss down. And with that being said, we all know how to take down this amazing boss. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, stay.